What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Thursday. Y'all know what happens on Thursdays. I'm here. Who else we got here? Anybody else here with me, or is it just me? Is it always just me? Hey, today, man, I was gonna talk to y'all about some cool stuff, or some not some cool stuff, but, um, you know, uh, I wrote a blog on this. I actually wrote a blog on this even before this one. This one was 2022, March 2022. Um, but I had written one earlier than that. Um, I think the year before, called the Jenny Sue syndrome, and I wanted to talk to y'all about that today. The Jenny Sue syndrome is a real thing, man, and it it is coming for more of us than we think. You know, it afflicts more than just the Jenny Sues of the world, but it's starting to trickle down, man, and affect others in this space. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I know we like to hang out for like what, a half hour or so. But let me know if you're here. Let me know in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Let me know where y'all are calling in from. If you're calling in, it's like a radio show or something. I see I got a couple of us here. So let me know if you're here. Let me know if you got any questions. Today we like to talk about business. We like to talk about our business, specifically in the audio recording, mixing, mastering, creation space. Things like that. So let me know, man. I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I'm here to help y'all grow, and scale your business in doing whatever it is you want to do for your money. In the creative space, in what we do. We own a recording studio. We are in the business of making music, and that's what we do. We are a commercial studio, a little bit different than like if it's just your studio and you're there making your music and working with your artist, and you're producing and you're creating, and it's your space, and it's not open to the general public that comes over and gives you money to use your space. That's a commercial. We're a commercial studio. People come here and give us money to use our space, whether it's the larger console, whether it's the larger studio with the big console, or the smaller studio just cutting vocals, or even this room that I'm in today, the podcast studio. There is a system here. You can actually record on this system. The room is not that treated, so it kind of sounds crappy. There's basically no ceiling in here, man. So yeah, but you can. I mean, if you're writing a song, you just got to throw some vocals down real quick. Just grab a handheld mic and go to town. So kind of what I'm just kind of waiting a couple of seconds for a couple of minutes for others to get in case they're running a little bit late or whatever. Don't forget, we do have our group coaching call today as well at 6:15. So any of you guys that are on watching right now that are either in the Facebook group, I actually opened up this month to the Facebook group, so you guys are invited as well. Normally we save the group coaching call for our paying members, but this month I'm going to open it up to everyone. I think it's important, especially what's going on in the world, and in the world of studio business. We're going to talk about on the group coaching call. We're going to talk about maybe alternative income streams or income sources for you as a producer and a studio and a beat maker, what have you. Alternative income sources. So you're not just doing one thing for money. You could do multiple things for more money. And the more things you can offer, the more money you can make. And that's what I want to talk about in the group coaching call. So hopefully you guys can after this, we'll take a little break. You come join me over there. I don't know how they ended up. I should have thought about it, but I just kind of look at the calendar, and I literally throw a dart at the calendar. Go, okay, this is a great day for the group coaching call. And it just happened to turn out to be on a Thursday. So, we do the other things on Thursday as well. Hey, Joe's here with us. So Joe's always fun to have hanging out with us here. She's always engaging and wanting to be a part of things. And, so I did want to discuss, and I know this is kind of It's not the greatest news in the world, but and there's honestly a reason for it, and I'm gonna share with you what my opinion of what the reason is. The I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but this week, the record plant in Hollywood is closing. The record plant has been a studio for 55 years, man. They opened in 1969. They have just done like the list of records that you and I all know and love that have been recorded and built at the record plant. It should be they ought to turn it into a museum like they did with Muscle Shoals, and sell T-shirts, do tours and sell T-shirts. Oh, this is where Christina Aguilera recorded "Beautiful." Yes, that's exactly where she recorded. And this, she stood right here in this corner. I'll do it for free, man. I'll be a tour guide at the record plant museum. So no, the record plant is closing this week. Late last year, we lost United, or Ocean Way as we know it. And it's kind of sad, and there's actually a reason for it. And the reason for it is part of the blog that I wrote last year. I called it the Jenny Sue syndrome. And it is a syndrome, and it seems to be getting worse, man. I thought that I thought it might have just been a thing for a minute, but it seems like it's getting worse, you know. So it's just really difficult to tell. Joanne's got her hand pink waving again. She's throwing stuff from YouTube, and she watches me both on YouTube and on Twitch. So anybody that's here on Twitch today, hello and welcome. And you YouTube guys, man, you're always here. It's always fun. So I wanted to talk to you about. I was going to share my screen with you a little bit. If I can find my mouse over here, I'll change that for you. And here's the article. If you guys want to go look at it, this is Deadline. It's one of these, music kind of blog post kind of things, and it just talks about the record plant and gives you some history about it and things like that. It's a pretty good article. The one from last year with this is the one from this is the LA Times. Yeah, this is the LA Times. Man, United was our Abbey Road, man. It's they've been there forever, and some awesome records have been made there, and this was from 2023, and it's kind of sad, man, that these icons are closing. So, and I'm blaming the Jenny Sue syndrome. Anyway, here's the blog post I wrote called the Jenny Sue syndrome. What is it and how to cure it? That's exactly what it is, man. It is the Jenny Sue syndrome, and that's honestly all we can blame it on, man. And the Jenny Sue syndrome, what I'll do is I think I actually have it here. I'll post it in the I'll post a link to the blog in the description here, so you guys can just go click. It'll be in the chat. Just go on over there and click on that if you want to go see the blog and read the whole thing. But basically, the Jenny Sue syndrome is listen. I mean, I could have called this blog or this article the dumbing down of American music. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of the same thing. I don't know. I don't know how old everybody is that's watching right now, but you might remember vinyl, you might remember records. If you look right there's a record player in my room right here, man, and I do enjoy vinyl. It sounds better. I think for me, it sounds better, And then there's 8-track tapes, there's cassette tapes, and there's DAT, the digital audio tapes, and then there's CDs, and then it went to MP3s, and now it's going to crappy stuff that people download from YouTube. No offense to YouTube, we love YouTube, but you put a crappy MP3 on YouTube, and then YouTube, their algorithm compresses it again, and then you download that, and it's already compressed as an MP3, and then they did it again as a YouTube thing to make it the smallest bandwidth they can make it, and then you downloaded it. Now you want to use a $30,000 microphone to put your vocals on there. And then you want me to make it, you want us to mix it and make it sound like a record. No, dude, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because you started with a crappy MP3 that was already compressed and YouTubed. Stop. That's the Jenny Sue syndrome. That's what it is, man. And Jenny Sue doesn't care, dude. Jenny Sue has only ever listened to your music or any music on this device through little earbuds, the wireless, like Bluetooth earbuds, you know what I mean? And oh my goodness. Stop. That's the Jenny Sue syndrome. Jenny Sue only listens to music on her phone with her Bluetooth earbuds, and she thinks it sounds great. And okay, cool. It maybe does, but it doesn't. That's why these iconic, gigantic studios are closing. Yeah, okay, the record plant, man, if you didn't have $2,000 a day to spend on a studio, you might not go in there. You might not be able to make it in there. So it's still sad that the larger studios are closing down, because musicians and artists don't need that, because the people that are consuming their product, their music, is Jenny Sue. Jenny Sue, just to let you know who she is, she's a figment. I just made it up. Jenny Sue's a 13-year-old girl who lives in Ohio or whatever. Let's just say she lives in Cincinnati. She doesn't care how the music was made. Like, all right, your favorite movie. Do you care what program or what app the editor used to edit your favorite movie? No, you just like the movie. You don't really care how it was made or how it was edited or how the sound was mixed. You just like the movie. Same thing with music. I mean, music is not, it's really difficult. It's kind of even hard to buy music now. Nobody has to buy music because it's all on YouTube. It's all on SoundCloud. It's all on Spotify. You don't need to buy music. And you guys know that are in our space that how much money you make when you post a song on Spotify and stream it. Yeah, you don't. You don't make any money doing that, man. 1 million streams, you're going to get a check for $13. Come on. And that's it's technology. It's the advancement of what, the technology in the world and how fast things come across the internet and, how quickly things happen. Man, actually in the, I think in the blog post I mentioned, I think it's in there, but I don't know if you guys know this, but every day, each and every day, 60,000 songs get uploaded to Spotify. That's average. That's an average. 60,000 songs. 60 with a K. Every day. That's a lot of songs. Literally, you can make a song. You could actually, with your phone, you can make a beat. You can record your vocals. Got auto-tune on there. You don't really even need to know how to sing. And listen, no offense to anybody that does this stuff, but you can do it with your phone. You don't even have to, you definitely don't need this. You definitely don't need the record plant. You definitely don't need United. I think studios now are more of a destination, a place to go to be creative. I think that you have to be creative when you go into a studio. A studio's got to be a creative space. It can't just be a machine where you go in there and just, okay, next, okay, next, okay, next. No, it's got to be a vibey, light some candles, bruh. Something, man. That's what a studio should be. A studio should be a place, a destination where an artist or a band or people that are creating can go and relax and not worry about the outside world. No, you don't need windows. You definitely don't need windows in a studio. You don't need to look out. Stop. You don't want to know if it's daytime. You don't want to know if it's nighttime. You don't want to know. How many times have you been in a studio? How many times have y'all been here? You guys that are watching me live, how many times have you been here and we get done doing something and we go outside, you're like, oh, damn, it's dark already. Yeah, because there's no concept of the time. I don't want a concept of time. Next time you guys are in a studio, there it is right there. That's not a clock. That's a countdown timer. Or a count up timer. It can be a clock, but it's not. Okay? We use this clock in this room to let somebody know how long they've been live or how long they've been talking on their This is the podcast studio. So how long they've been talking on their podcast. So it's counting up. Right now it's just on because it looks cool in the back. It's got some neon on it. And it's all blurry. You can't really tell, right? But next time you guys are here in the space, the only place you're going to find a clock is on the computer screen and on your phone. There's no clocks on the walls. We don't want clocks on the walls. We don't want people feeling like it's a time thing. Okay, listen. We do sell our services by the time, by the hour. Okay? One of the worst things for me is having a band that's here and they're like, "Oh, hurry up. We've only got 17 minutes left." Bro, we're not punching a time clock. If you're not done with your song, let's just keep going. I want to make sure the song gets done. I don't really care about charging you for an extra 12 minutes. Please. No, we don't do that here. That's not what we're about. We try not to have that attitude. We try not to portray that. Oh yeah, we're done in 14 minutes. You got to be finished. Come on. No, we're not. I'm not doing that. I don't book back-to-back sessions. I leave a buffer of at least an hour between sessions just in case they got to go over a couple of minutes or just in case the other person shows up early. So that's how, and we're not that busy that we got sessions back to back to back all day every day. No, we don't do that. We're a little more relaxed, and I think that's what studios have to be. We have to figure out some way to stop with the Jenny Sue syndromes of the world, If you look, Joanne keeps throwing stuff in the comments there. If you guys want to go click, there's 15% off at this cool ass studio now. If you guys want to come book in, you're saving 15% by using the coupon code SUMMER15. I'll read it for you, Joe. You're good, right? So, but this is my point. My point is that we have to adapt as creators, as creative spaces for creators. As a creator, you have to adapt. As a space for you to come and create, we have to adapt. We gotta basically try to handle the Jenny Sues. If Jenny Sue thinks that MP3 that was made on a phone with a downloaded beat from YouTube sounds really good, man, wait till she hears something that's going to be run through an analog console and then printed to tape and then brought back onto digital so we could then send it to her. She, blow her brains, blow her mind. Her brains are going to explode. She's not going to know how to handle it. That's the point. That's the point of us trying to fix or trying to repair and avoid the Jenny Sue syndrome. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. I don't know. Some of y'all might get this reference, but some of y'all might not. If you look on the front page right here, if you look at the, and let me bring this, I'll put the screen back on. If you look at the thumbnail there, for more information, call the Jenny Sue Syndrome Foundation, 1-800-867-5309. If you guys want to call that number and check in on the Jenny Sue syndrome and see how you can help. I mean, even if you want to volunteer and try to, there's a 12-step program to help others that are afflicted with the Jenny Sue syndrome to avoid the Jenny Sue syndrome. I'll try to send that out some other time. Y'all know I'm joking, right? There's not really a 12-step program, bro. I should make one up though. That might be fun. Oh, step one is you have to go to the record store and buy a record. And you have to find a record player. You could probably ask your grandpa if he's got a record player at his house. Go over there and put some headphones on and listen to Pink Floyd's The Wall with headphones. Okay? That should be step one of the 12-step program. And then step two might be something like, okay, you got to call a friend and tell a friend, apologize to your friend for saying that the song that you downloaded illegally from YouTube sounds good, because it don't. Yeah, it'll be satirical, of course, but y'all know me, man. I'm like that. I'm sarcastic, and some, some people can handle it, some people can't, and I apologize to the people that can't handle it, but I'm just kidding. Stop. Just relax, man. The Jenny Sue syndrome, the whole Jenny Sue syndrome thing is No offense to any of the Jenny Sues in the world. Jenny Sues are, I mean, I don't think I know any actual Jenny Sues, but I'm sure they're lovely people, you know? So it's just a cool name that I came up with, that it felt funny. So I used Jenny Sue syndrome. And it actually comes from, if you guys understand the phone number, I'll post that. Let me post that up there one more time. It actually comes from the phone number. I don't know if y'all remember, but that's Jenny's phone number. I'm just saying. Some of y'all just look, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. Just Google this. What is Jenny's phone number? Or what is Jenny's number? That's all you really need to Google that. What is Jenny's number? It'll tell you. Yeah, that's Jenny's number right there. So some of y'all might get the reference. Some of y'all might. I know Joe gonna get that reference because she does. If y'all have ever been in the, I know this is gonna sound funny on the replay. Any of y'all ever been in the bathroom here at the studio? You've seen Jenny's number. Okay. All right, we'll stop now. Let's ask for questions. Anyone? Questions? Anyone? Questions? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Let me throw it up there. I might be surprised. Oh no, that's Joanne. Yeah, she's still there. Yep, she's still on there. She's still throwing stuff out there. And then she says the LOL word. I got the LOL word. So that means she's okay with that. So yeah, so I did I do that? Did I give it to you? I don't even know. See, I've been talking so much, I don't even remember. Yeah, I put it in the chat already for you can go check out the blog. Go read the blog. It's fun. It's a fun blog. But it's honest and it's true. And it's a little bit satirical, a little bit sarcastic, but you get it. But yeah, it does mean something, man. And it means that we're losing these iconic studios, man, that are just, they're not surviving. Just we know the budgets aren't there. We know that it's not the same, man. It's just not the same. So that's what we have to do. Is we have to adapt. We all have to adapt. And I don't mean to get worse. I mean to adapt to make things better. Let's not cater to the Jenny Sues. Let's help Jenny Sue understand the affliction and give the Jenny Sues, anyone that's afflicted with the Jenny Sue syndrome, we can give them the 12-step program and to help. And I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna create a program that can help the Jenny Sue syndrome for free, because I'm giving. I love giving. I'm gonna create a program that can help the Jenny Sue syndrome, those afflicted with the Jenny Sue syndrome. It'll help. Okay, so we'll put that together. I'll make sure that we get that out there. Do we have any questions, or do I need to keep talking about the Jenny Sue syndrome? Because I'm tired of talking about Jenny Sue and the syndrome. Do we have any questions? We can talk about anything business if you want. Hopefully you guys will join me for the group coaching call. If you're watching me right now and you don't know about where to find that, go to Facebook, Learn Pro Recording Facebook group, sign up. It's free, doesn't cost you nothing. And this month for the group coaching call, we have invited the members of our YouTube we've invited everyone this month. So we generally save that for our members that pay for the membership in the community. But the Facebook group guys are invited this month as well, because I think it's important. I think it's important that and this is going to kind of follow along with what we're talking about with Jenny Sue syndrome, that we need to have alternate income sources for our businesses. Whether you're a music producer, whether you're an artist, whether you're a studio, whether you're just producing music, whether you're working at home by yourself and you're producing music for other people, you need to find alternate income sources that you may not even know about. you have access to the gear, you have access to the equipment. You're definitely smart enough because you're here watching me, but you just need to know. Maybe you didn't know that you could do that. Maybe you didn't know that. Oh, that's not something that I ever thought that I could do. I didn't know I could record some. I didn't know I could edit someone's podcast and get paid for it. You most certainly can. Oh, I didn't know that I could edit the dialogue for a video game. They send it to me. We transfer or Dropbox. I edit it and put it back. And then I get a check. Yes. Because you're not sitting there creating music 24/7. You're not sitting there, you're definitely not I'm not. I'm not recording people back to back to back all day every day. No, I got time. I could edit a podcast, Let me go make $100. What's that going to take me? 25 minutes? An hour? Go make $150 editing something, Let me mix a song for you. You know what I mean? Once you establish yourself as a mixing engineer and a mastering engineer, let me master your song. Once you establish yourself in that, people are going to come. People are going to call you. They're going to come to you because somebody out there, you're going to mix a song for somebody. Somebody's going to hear that song. Another, maybe his friend, maybe his cousin, you're going to hear that song and go, ooh, that sounds great. Where'd you get that done? Oh, call this guy, man. He hooked me up. He's not that expensive. He's got a great sound. I love what he did with my work. You should try him out. Now you're establishing yourself as a mix engineer. You're establishing yourself as the person to call for mastering songs because you're not expensive and your work sounds great. And Jenny Sue you're going to blow Jenny Sue's mind because your stuff sounds great. Just saying. It's not an MP3. It's being posted on YouTube and then MP3'd again and again and again and then downloaded, So yeah, let's work on that, everyone. Let's work on that collectively together. And if you guys are ready, I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. So any questions, anything at all? A couple minutes, we'll get up out of here because I do have another appointment that I have to get to. Look, I love bringing y'all this Thursday live thing. Let me be totally transparent with you. I usually forget about it till Wednesday afternoon, and I'm like, oh crap, I got to do the thing. And then I go make it, and then I send the email, or I post it in the group, whatever. So hopefully you guys, hey, if you guys are enjoying this, go tell your friends and family. Subscribe to YouTube, and then you're going to get a notice. It's every Thursday. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon. I'm trying to be a little more consistent with the afternoon thing because, it's just a matter of how busy we are here at the studio. Sometimes if I book at 6:15, somebody's going to book the studio at 6 o'clock, and I can't do it because now I'm working. So just keep an eye on keep an eye on the Facebook group. Keep an eye on, definitely you guys in the membership, definitely keep an eye. I mean, you guys get alerted. So I guess there's a way in the Facebook group I can alert you as well. So if you got notifications turned on. So turn on those notifications, everybody. So let's get up out of here. Got one more minute. And if there's any other questions, let me know. I'm watching the chat. Joe, you got anything to say? You got anything you want to finish up with? We might do a thing where we maybe in August we'll do a thing where we have Joe come on and talk about some stuff because we're gonna be we got to do it too, man. We have to adapt, and we're gonna adapt a little bit. We're gonna be sharing some new ideas with you guys in the coming weeks on how we're going to adapt, and maybe you guys can do that with your business as well. So let me know if you guys have any ideas. You can leave a message here on YouTube, or you could get in the Facebook group, leave a message there. Or you guys that are in the membership, you can definitely let me know there, and I check that pretty much every day. So let's get out of here. My name is Donny Baker. In case I forgot to tell y'all, you know what I did forget to do? I forgot to turn on this thing, but now you know we're live because I turned on the thing. Anyway, let me do that, and looks like I'm getting a phone call, but I think it's spam. Yep, it's spam. Must have been spam. So Joe says, and she threw it in the chat there, go visit the studio if you want to go follow our social feeds. click, because that's where we're gonna be doing some cool stuff there. So we'll get up out of here. My name is Donny Baker, and I'm gonna play this outro screen. Don't forget, man, check out that publication, the blog post of the Jenny Sue